Every time you say ready, we just start it as stupid as possible anyways, so it's fine. And we probably started already, eh?
Yeah, we've already started.
Fuck it, we can just edit it out. Fuck.
No.
Joys of the internet.
No,
Just edit it out.
you haven't watched our previous podcast. We always have to start it as stupid as possible. Because he never says go, he just starts it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can't we just fucking edit it though?
Yeah, we can.
Editing with your.
Just you guys
You
just
can
have to
edit
say,
it,
"Hey,
but
Matt,
I don't care.
do a good edit for us, please." Okay, boys. What's up? It's episode 4 of the podcast. We got me, we got Big Daddy Dill,
Yo.
we got Bo, of course. He's gonna say some stupid shit later in the episode, and then we got from episode 1, we got Mitch Belanger. Everyone, clap for him.
Heyo.
Are you gonna clap in the background?
Can I get a slurp? Can I get a slurp for Belanger?
Oh, I will fuck your world.
All right. Well. Oh, there we go. Slurpee day. Hey, it's Slurpee day here in
I almost
Winnipeg.
threw my head.
Really? What the fuck? I paid for my Slurpee. I paid for it. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're donating money. Isn't that what you do when you pay for it, though?
Oh, I'm fucking. Do you just bring your like whatever size?
No, it's just the
Bathtub.
free one. You just go there and you just grab free
No,
ones.
you know the small
Oh
one
my God.
that you can like take as a Slurpee shot.
I fucked
Yeah,
up. I got a medium. I'm fucking dumb. God damn.
Well, the small is like good for 2 sips.
Mm-hmm.
Rep that cup. I was gonna rep mine, but I can't.
All right.
Fucking
All right.
camera.
That was the longest intro I think we've ever done. But
That was like
yeah,
4
let's start
minutes.
off.
Just edit it
So
out.
we're gonna like I say every time. This is probably the most repeated thing ever. We're just gonna go through questions, dick around. You know, have fun with it. Just dick around. Mac will have to edit probably 5,000 times, but that's what Mac does. All right, Mac.
Yo, Keenan has the
Edits
same.
for us.
Yo, Keenan has the same mustache as Post Malone.
Yeah. Wait. We need to source our information.
Yeah,
here
that's
first.
actually not wrong.
Let's see.
I gotta sing a quick Post Malone.
Yo,
song.
Mac, edit Post
Your
Malone.
singing's terrible.
Mac. Oh
My
wait,
singing is fucking good. What are you talking about?
Mac, please edit Post Malone.
Malone's is just better.
If you guys want to see
Oh,
what.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is my jam, boys.
Yeah,
Spoil my
Post-
night, Post Malone.
Yo, shout out to
You
Malone
gotta stay in the middle.
of the Post.
We're getting off topic already. Holy shit.
Okay, let's get back on topic.
Know me. I
I've
don't
done
even
Liam Bo.
see her face, but she have beautiful boob. You know, that's Post Malone right there. Okay. All right, first topic, boys. I'm gonna be like a school teacher. I'm just gonna.
Our
Hey,
editor just hates us.
wake the fuck up. Let's go. Question 1. All right, boys. We're talking about.
Do you guys remember that from school?
Oh, I wanted to shoot myself.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that with Mitch and Bo.
I used to never clap because I got so bored of it that I just started like saying dumb shit to it. I was like, suck my fucking dick, suck my fucking dick. And
Yeah.
Just in middle school.
it was awful.
Okay, boys. All right. First topic. We're gonna talk about Overwatch Cup. The teams were released for our Canadian Beaver boys. So the team consists of the best streamer in the world, XQC.
Fuck yes.
Some guy named Note. I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Then
Surefour, he's a big streamer. He plays for, I think, LA Gladiators. Agilities, who plays for LA Valiant. Mangachu, he plays on some other team. And then-
Mangachu is a TF2 god. Shut up.
Yeah, I actually have that in my my little notes here. But then they have this guy named Banny and this other guy named Crimzo. I've never actually heard of those two guys, but you know, XQC Surefour Agilities. Those were, I think, and Mangachu. Those were forked from the original Overwatch Cup from last season. They got second against Korea. So so yeah, it's pretty cool. I think they'll probably hit top 4 like last year.
Isn't there only 6 players in it though?
Yeah, but they have a 7th, so they have like a backup. That's what they're doing this year with it. But last year they didn't. Last year was like, because it was their first year of doing it, so they just had like 6-man rosters. Now they're gonna have 7, and then they can sub in whatever.
so we're. Oh my god.
But yeah,
That's
so like Bo said, they got Mangachu, old TF2 player.
I like
XQC.
my
Well,
boy.
XQC's
Like,
XQC's a little different because right he was playing for Dallas Fuel and then he got banned for putting Tryhard7 in the chat. So
The dumbest fucking reason in the world.
yeah,
But okay.
literally. But anyways, yeah, I just kind of wanted to go through kind of some of the more recent esports news. So with that, Overwatch League viewership has dropped like 40K since like the start of Overwatch League, which started, I don't know, maybe I think they're in their second season of Overwatch League.
Yeah.
And it has
That's a
dropped like
big drop.
40. Yeah, they've dropped like 40K viewership. So like before you check it's like 150.
It's
maybe
a
like
dying
100.
game.
Now it's like 60 to 80K. So
It's a
what
dying game.
do you guys think about it? Yeah, just give me your thoughts about Overwatch League.
They take too long to put out patches. There's just a lot of imbalancement. Plus, it's a very SJW community that thrives on Twitch. Like, not even lying, this game thrives because of Twitch. The esports is pretty good, but the community thrives on like fucking SJWs right now. Like, it's a fucking safe space, and like, people on Twitch don't like SJW communities like that much. If you're like, if it's like the not a normie shit, you know, like people hate that. And plus, like, it's a pretty normie game. Like, it's considered normie as fuck apparently. So that's also a big thing.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too. You watch like XQC stream it, and obviously he's happy because he streams it with like these other just shit idiots every fucking day that he has to play ranked with. So now that he's actually playing competitively, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
But I think Overwatch in general, I think definitely has dropped so much just because they don't make the game fun. It's just like for people that play it every single day, it's like it's getting to that point of like how League is now, where all the pro players are just like, why do I grind this game every single day, fucking 8 hours, 9 hours a day? Because there's literally no benefits in it because the game just sucks. They change it way too much.
One thing I think about Overwatch, at least as like a placement now in the way that the game is structured, I now think it's becoming one of those games where it's like, yeah, I'll whip it out every couple maybe months if I have me and a bunch of buddies who want to play it because we remember playing it. But it's like now when people get into it and shit, unless you're like, I understand the appeal to like smaller kids and shit like that, and like, you know, teenagers and whatever. But I mean, for people who actually want to get competitive and get, I don't know, really get even, not even say get competitive in Overwatch, but I'd even say get recognized and sort of sought after by other esports genres and like games. I don't think that it's a good placement right now. Like, good for the people who have their placements in the professional state right now, which is, you know, lasting, quote unquote, and we'll see what it gets to later on. But as of right now, it's either gonna crumble, which is what it's looking like, and then it's just gonna become one of those games that I used to play.
Yeah, I think the thing is. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say again, or it's just absolutely miraculously gonna blast off if they do something about it. If they leave it in the state they're in, then it's screwed.
I got one answer to that. Reduce your fucking game price already. God damn it, man. $50 after 2 years? Just fucking reduce it. You released like 5 fucking heroes in 2 years. That's crazy.
I think
if you're not gonna update,
like
if you're not gonna update, reduce your price, man. Like, fuck.
If you look at the Twitch streamers too, like Moon was one of the biggest Overwatch streamers. He doesn't play Overwatch anymore. Like Tim the Tatman is still like pretty big, even though he's fucking Resident Sleeper. He used to stream Overwatch. He'd get like 10K concurrent viewers.
There's a clip for that.
And none of those guys stream. Yeah, not like literally XQC stream. He's like, no one I know streams this game anymore except me and like Moxie and like a few other people, right? So I think that's really the problem is what's happening with Overwatch. But
Tim just said game's not fun. Like, there's a clip, he's like, yeah, this game's just not fucking fun to me anymore. He's like, I'd rather play Fortnite, which is fucking disgusting, but yeah.
Omega lol, yeah. I think, too, like, so Overwatch also said yesterday or today that they're gonna be moving, like, the Overwatch League games to ESPN Prime and Disney XD and ABC. So they're obviously getting upset with the amount of viewers that they're having.
They're trying.
League, so they're just like, all right, boys, let's get that shit on ESPN, fucking Disney X lol, and fucking.
It's gonna be like fucking like that game show.
Yeah.
You know, you remember
Well, it's like when they had the Smash 4, I think Evo tournament, they had that on Disney XD. How many people do you think actually watched that shit? No one.
Same with the international. That was on TSN, and people tweeted about how fucking dumb that is, and I agree.
I think the thing is, right, is if you're gonna stream it on Twitch, why would anyone risk the time when people have Chromecast and shit nowadays? They'll just be like, oh, I'll just throw that shit on my fucking flat screen.
Exactly.
Like I
Rather
do.
than like Disney XD boys, you gotta watch this shit with ads. You could just watch it from Twitch on your Google fucking.
Oh,
Chrome
that's
or
right.
fucking- or
Yeah.
Chromecast, no ads, like
Yeah.
But, anyways, yeah. Does anybody else have anything to say, Mitch? I know Mitch doesn't really play a lot of Overwatch, so this is kind of a bad.
No, that's just outstanding how the game's fallen that much. I was like when it came out, I was big into it like we all were. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, you
I
wouldn't
fell
believe.
out. I fell out pretty quick, but I didn't know it was that bad.
I
Wow,
played
that's
it for a
actually
year straight.
surprising.
I played it for a year straight. It was fun.
Yeah, I know. And yeah,
Dylan
you
was
guys
a
all
big
did.
Overwatch, and Nikki was too. And Nikki, like Nikki, who was on the first episode with us, she fucking she doesn't play it anymore either, or very rarely does because the rank system's fucking garbage.
I actually like it. It's always even, in my opinion. I hate is the overtime and competitive is fucking the dumbest shit.
White males in your privilege.
I think the thing is that was stupid, right? Is so I think Nikki, she finished around almost like she just hit like borderline platinum. Like she just got over into the platinum area.
Yeah.
Like maybe like 100, whatever the rank points it is. But then she does her seasonal games for like the next season, right? Like so she starts platinum, she plays whatever, she stays around like the plat area, like just before gold.
Yeah.
Then she goes on does her 10 like preseason games or whatever, her rank
Placement games?
placements.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes 9-1, okay, which is like for a placement game. I went 5-5, okay, or 4-6, and I still started like middle of gold.
Yeah.
She goes 9-1, and she starts like 150 points below platinum. I'm like, how does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's bad.
You know? If you played League and you go 9-1, you can't go anything higher than like Plat 3, I think. And you even if regardless of who you're playing against, you start Platinum 3 or Platinum 4, right?
Yeah.
But how do you start You're in Platinum, then you go 9-1 and you start Gold. Like how does that make sense?
Yeah, I
That's
thought
like the
that's dumb.
stupidest configuration I've ever heard.
Meanwhile, there's me that started season 1 at rank 52. If you guys don't know what that is, that's currently bronze. And then next season I started plat. And then went up to diamond. That was so
Dylan,
fucking dumb.
I went 4-6. I started 100 points like off of platinum. I did it the next season. I went 3-7 and I started like 50 points above platinum.
It's probably not the same now,
How
but
does that make sense? Like, I don't know.
it's not the same now. But I just mained Anna and climbed. Anna and Reinhardt. That's all I fucking played. But anyways,
Alrighty.
dog shit game. Fix your fucking game. Listen to your fan plays because apparently people are pissed about the hamster. So get that
Hammond?
fixed.
Yeah, he looks. I don't even want to get started on that. shit.
Yeah, let's.
I didn't even want to play the game. Like I played it with. I think I played it one time with that hamster because I didn't check any updates or anything. I just went into the game, started playing, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I haven't tried it yet.
And I absolutely got like handled, like held down, hamster style, and just got got a fur ball up my ass.
Every character that's been released on Overwatch has been OP except for Doomfist because he had 32 bugs when he got released. Like a bunch of professional developers or something. I don't know.
Alrighty. So the next topic we're gonna just do. This might be a quicker podcast because honestly, this like last 2 weeks, there's like been nothing for esports, so I'm kind of just was grabbing a bunch of stuff and breaking it down. NHL wants to grow esports larger the next year, so NHL had like just started like kind of like an esports league this year. The winner was I actually don't know his name, but he won like I think 50K for the first year for the NHL esports finals. So now what they want to do is they want to pull teams similar to how some of like the basketball teams picked up some like league teams and stuff like that, but they want to do it just in the NHL. They want to pull some teams to like make like a quote unquote roster for NHL esports, which I think is actually kind of unique. You know, like you'd have the Boston Bruins would sign up a kid to play under the Boston Bruins for the NHL esports kind of scene, or Winnipeg Jets, they'd pull like 3 people and they'd have like a rostered team. They didn't really break it out how it would work throughout the season, but I honestly thought it was like kind of a cool idea. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that.
Well, why? Like, how much how much would the pay differ between the esports players and the hockey players? Because in my, well, I know it's like there's gonna be like $1 million things, but I mean, if like say if NHL like esports ever pops off, because potentially it can. Like I know a
NBA
lot of
2K is pretty big.
like I know a lot of people like that play NHL and they're like dumb good, and then I know that they go to tournaments and they
Mhm.
play and they're like actually somewhat regulated, and then that's kind of cool. And just seeing like a esport game come out and sort of I don't know start being like not typically basketball. Like basketball is an easy esport game that you can like play off, right? But
Mhm.
for like hockey, something a different type of sport, a little bit unique, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's pretty cool, but I want to know what would happen if what would rival which. Like I want to see if the sport will stay strong and whatever, and keep its like keep the amount of fans, money, income, all that kind of stuff, or if they're gonna start to favor the esports side, because I will not say I know any stats or anything. There's me talking out of my ass with no research,
Mhm.
but I would not be surprised if esports brought in more money, got more like a harder fan base, larger fan base, sort of stuff
Mhm.
like that. Just because it does, it appeals to a lot more people in
Yeah.
a if you want to argue this more economical way, because yeah, you can always go to you can buy like the season passes to go all to the hockey games and stuff like that, but I mean, I don't know. If you're a kid and you don't have that kind of money and your parents aren't willing to pay for that, you know,
Mhm.
they're more willing to pay for an NHL game, and you can make your own fun out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to well, cuz I think the thing is too, right, is the NHL, I think they're doing it because everyone else has done it. Like Madden's done it, FIFA's done it, so NHL's like, why not? And I think they're actually doing it in a better way. Like you see teams that pick up, like Temple Storm picks up like a Madden player and a FIFA player. So I think it's definitely smart. I want to kind of I did this question too because I know like Mitch and myself, we watch NHL all the time, like big Jets fans. I'm a big Bruins fan, so I kind of wanted to see what like Mitch had to say about it because I wanted to know, like, do you think it would pull more people away or people more like annoyed by it? Like the Golden Guardians or a league team that is owned by the Golden State Warriors, and their fan base was like, "What the fuck is this?" You know. So that's why I was gonna ask Mitch what he thought about that.
Yeah, it depends what age you're shooting for. If you're shooting to get like people like us and slightly younger and slightly older, then yeah, you're probably getting esports teams is probably a good thing for your company. If you're shooting for like the 30 and 40-year-olds, like all my buddies at work, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Just like the Golden State Warriors kind of did. Same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It all depends
yeah,
on. It's hard to say at the end of the day
yeah,
what they're aiming for, but I don't know.
I think
Everyone else, like you said, everyone else is doing such a good thing, so it's like, why not?
yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think it's like it's definitely good. It kind of just depends on how you view it because you'll have the people that are the hardcore, like even when ESPN and like the Score when they started picking up esports and putting it on their website, people were like, "Esports are not sports." You know, you have all the old men. What the fuck is this, man? Get this fucking gaming shit off my website, you know? But then people need to realize, like, if you think about esports, like what we talked about last week, they're getting a lot more money and they're growing a lot faster than people thought, right? They're growing faster than a lot of like major sports like the NFL, the NHL, fucking the NBA, right? They're growing higher, getting more concurrent viewers per tournament or per game or whatever. So that's what you really need to think about. They're going to be making a lot of money. They're NHL teams. They have money. They can do it. It just depends on which teams are going to bite on it because they said that it's not going to be all NHL teams. It'll just be like specific ones that actually want to like buy into it or like kind of grow the NHL esports scene, which will be for like the next year. So it'll be like when NHL starts up this October, from what I think I kind of understood. But do you guys have anything else you guys want to end it off with?
If they do it off season, I think it's a good idea. Like if they do it seasonally, like there's an off season during the off season. Like if there is the on season for during the off season for a real NHL, then sure. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It seems
Yeah,
like
that's true.
they're banking on actual NHL fans coming in and then be like, "Yo, this shit's sick. It's like the actual game." But it's like
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
you know?
I think
There's a
like
barrier.
the only thing for me was I know like Bo said there's a lot of people that play it, the only thing I was thinking is, how many people do you hear that are like, I want to be an NHL esports pro? You know,
And
you don't hear that a lot.
I don't even know
it's
people
the
that
same with
play it.
FIFA. Yeah, like honestly, I don't
Fuck
know.
you,
anyone.
fuck you. I want to be a FIFA pro.
Yeah,
FIFA's big in
Mitch
Europe.
Mitch played FIFA. My roommate Evs, that was fucking smashing the ham back there. He plays FIFA a lot.
Yeah, that's
But
very
what I mean,
Eastern
though,
kind
right?
of thing. Yeah.
It's like, how
But-
do you really grow it? Like, the way NHL is doing it is good because they're actually saying, "Okay, we're gonna pick up these fucking kids that we know are sick, right? And we're gonna have them on our teams." But when you ever hear like, I always wondered this as a person who like always watches esports, no matter what the game, like Counter Strike, League, Dota. I like watching it all because I find it interesting. But it's how the fuck does FIFA and NBA 2K actually pull these people and actually like start a league, or like if you want it to be good in your like local area, right? If you're like, I want to be the best in fucking Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, who the fuck else is gonna be playing NBA 2K and fucking NHL? Like very, very small group of people. It would be like how Melee started. You'd have to like invite people over to your house and be like, let's run a tournament, you know? Let's see who the best at Chell is.
I agree with that with NBA, but not FIFA. Just because soccer's EU as fuck, and EU has a way
that's
massive population compared to Western countries.
That's true. That's
yeah. That's the only thing I have to say about that. I'm not sure how NBA is popular. Like the game 2K whatever. I don't know how that's that
One
popular.
thing that I think would be hilarious is if the fans were just as passionate about the esports thing. So like, like
They're
an
just
esports arena
flipping
and like
out.
a bunch of like two kids just sitting in the middle, and there's like Mexico and Brazil, and like.
Oh, the
Man.
fans! Yeah!
Just freaking the fuck out.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué Sonomilo? Let's go! Like just going, but one
Yeah.
of those kids knows they're gonna die if they lose, because at least they're like the soccer team has like a bunch of guys, so it's like, oh no, one died, that sucks. Get another one. That kid...
What if they do?
Those kids are playing for their lives, boy.
What if there's a legitimate
Country,
roster?
dude.
What if it's not just one player, but they have like, for example, NHL. I know you like there's types of game modes where you play like just as one person the whole fucking time. What if they do it like that? How funny would that be?
I mean, I think
That'd be
what
cooler, in my opinion. I would like that more.
like if they had like 5 people play each position, like
Yeah,
center
I
mid,
guess,
like,
or like
that
even
would be
lines,
pretty
like a
cool.
legitimate team. Like you have lines coming on and off. Like football would be like offense line, defense line, shit like that. That'd be pretty funny.
That would
But
be pretty
then
cool.
at what point would that not piss off actual fucking the people who play the sport? Like if I was
Yeah.
like if I started being rivaled in money by some fucking kid who gets to sit there and play me and win, that's bullshit. I would be so mad.
No, you gotta make your own.
Not to
No,
mention organizing
what-
would be like a
no,
bitch.
to be fair, know what they would do? They'd be like, yeah, no, pull me from that game. I don't give you the rights to use my stats or to use my figure, or use my face. 100%. Like if they
Yeah.
started to rival in the money, I can totally see like
Like
a whole bunch of football players be like, yeah, no, pull me off.
in
Pull me off
NHL,
Madden,
just like
yeah, NHL, yeah, like
Crosby
yeah,
just
like,
sucks
play
ass,
off.
dude.
If you're doing what you guys were saying with the lines and stuff, like actually,
Yeah, that's
then,
if they do it like that.
then you just make your own character.
That'd be funnier too. Holy shit, it'd be like
That'd
fucking
be
Nintendo
sick.
But then
Wii
how
hockey.
would the stats work?
Everyone had everyone had the base stats, I guess.
I feel
Work-
like
work your way up from there.
we're
Everyone
just
has like
going
100. Everyone has 100-point pool, and then you just
Yeah.
toss in.
Maybe. I think the other thing that I was
So
gonna
what,
bring
we're
up
just gonna
is
play League of Legends hockey? What the fuck? Hey guys, sit up
Yes.
your runes. Hey, you don't have puck move in your fucking slot.
I think the last thing for this topic was I guess this is more for me and Mitch and Dylan. I guess. What is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like this particular topic.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's
I
fine.
just got right in there for now on.
The last thing I was gonna say was for me and Mitch, and I guess more Dylan because we kind of know more NHL. Sorry, Bo.
I don't know much NHL.
Well, okay, so we'll stay with me.
I
and
know
Mitch.
teams,
if-
but like,
Well, teams wise, and people who have like who are racking in the most money.
yeah.
Who do you think about these teams are actually gonna buy into this? Because they said that they don't think they're gonna go with the whole 31, right? So now it really comes down to if you guys had to make a guess. Let's
that's
say
hard.
you
Chicago.
each pick.
Las Vegas for sure. That's
Each
not
pick
a hard
three
out.
teams. Each pick three teams that you think you are gonna be getting pulled into this. That will like buy into this.
Delaware.
There'll be a New York team. There'll be a
Shut up.
Las Vegas team, and then there would be
Wisconsin.
yeah, Wisconsin. I don't know about the last one. I need to think about that one. The last one's hard to think of right now.
I was gonna say definitely Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas
will
makes
definitely
sense.
be in. I think the way that
With
like
the picks too
some
poor.
other teams have gone, yeah, I don't think any Canadian team will buy into it.
Maybe Toronto. Yeah.
Toronto will be a
Or
good one.
Montreal too. Who knows?
Maybe. I was thinking Toronto, Vegas, and probably some team from Pennsylvania, like Flyers or Pittsburgh, just because they have a big
Pittsburgh, I can
or
see
a team
happening.
from California, because California is a really known place for like esports teams to prosper. So
That's what I was thinking too.
Anaheim,
Yeah.
Anaheim, like the Kings, like you said, or something like that.
That's who I was thinking. I'm like, I don't know who to like. I know Anaheim, but I wasn't thinking Anaheim. I couldn't put LA Kings in my head.
What do you think, Mitch?
Rangers too for New York.
New York Rangers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of I want to say the Ducks because they're located. Aren't they, that's in Cali, isn't
Yeah,
it? Near there. Okay.
One of those two teams.
I'd say one of them. I would say the Hurricanes. Hurricanes don't have money for it because they're shit. And then like
maybe
a central
Chicago.
team, like Minnesota.
I could see Chicago.
Yeah.
That's true. I was gonna say Minnesota. Yeah, that's fine.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
How about teams that are definitely won't be in? They're probably just pretty much any Canadian team. Vancouver, Winnipeg for sure.
yeah,
I can see like Toronto doing it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see like the Oilers. I'd see Calgary doing it. I don't know about Edmonton.
I don't know about Oilers. Yeah, Oilers.
See, the thing
definitely.
is like Ontario. There's a lot of Ontario esports players.
Yeah.
So I would definitely see Toronto pulling out one.
Not the
teams that
Sens though.
won't-
I don't. Oh yeah, Toronto's
No,
Ottawa.
probably
Never
not,
mind.
probably not Ottawa. I think teams that will definitely not jump into it would be like teams that are very that don't grow even as an NHL team, right? So you would not see like a Florida Panthers. Like you don't see a lot of esports people. Like a lot of esports people. When you see people like that are a professional in any esports game, it's all the people from West Coast.
Yeah.
It's Toronto players. It's people from like maybe the Midwest. Like you don't see like fucking people from like the Florida or the South. Maybe like Dallas would be a good one because Texas is huge on esports right now too.
I can see Dallas.
That would be like the only ones I would see. Like Florida is a good example. Carolina, like Mitch said, maybe even like Colorado. I don't see them like having a chance.
Or the Sharks. We're actually dumb. Sharks is in Cali too, if I believe, right?
Yeah.
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 Or the Sharks would be one.
Anyways, next topic. That was you know what? Every single time that I say this is going to be a short topic, it ends up being like 20
Only like 31 minutes. I also have backups. if it's short. I got a topic.
This one's pretty quick. Like honestly, really quick. PUBG stopped their lawsuit against Fortnite or
Because
Epic
they're
Games, I guess.
fucking dumb.
They filled it. They started it in January 11th.
What
just
dumb
basically
fucking
saying that
people.
They copied some certain scripts and programming from their game. And they like put it in, and you can kind of see it, the style, anyways, of the big battle royale style games. But I honestly don't think they had a chance of winning.
No,
Like,
they're
there's
so
no way, 'cause
fucking
Fortnite is
stupid.
Way too different.
They're
Fortnite's
so
way too
fucking
different.
dumb. They're so lucky they didn't lose their engine license because of that. Like, are you dumb as fuck? Like, honestly, you're gonna see.
Are you stupid?
Well, like they're using Unreal Engine, right? Epic Games that made fucking Unreal. So like you're gonna sue the game company that gave you your engine for an idea? Like this case has already. I said this last time. This case has already been lost once with that stupid Minecraft clone on 360. I can't remember what it's called against Minecraft. And they lost because hey, you can't steal fucking ideas. I can't remember. It looked hyper realistic. It was dumb.
I think there hasn't been very many times that a company has done that against another company and actually won. I actually don't think there has ever been one like that of recent years that has gone through and actually won a big lawsuit like that.
It's like
especially because PUBG, the style, like even if you just watched PUBG, you'd be like, oh, this is nothing like Fortnite. I mean, it's the same style, but it's like saying the same thing. It's like being like, oh well, you know what? Dota's gonna file a lawsuit against League of Legends because League fucking copied Dota. Like, there's no fucking chance because the League and Dota are two completely different games,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's essentially the same synopsis that they're giving us.
All I
right?
gotta
So,
say is PUBG's fucking up severely. They're worrying about monetizing it. Guess what? They got 3 months to pretty much live before they get buried by 2 fucking AAA battle royales that are coming out that are gonna run exactly the same and better. And then they're just banning fucking professional players now. That happened 2 days ago. Why the fuck would you ban Shroud for playing with a random hacker that came on his party? Like, that's the dumbest shit. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. That was kind of.
They're so out of touch with gaming. It's unbelievable how bad this company is. Holy
Well, I mean,
shit!
it's a big game in, like, is it Korea or China? I think. Right?
In China,
And they're huge on, like, they
they're
have a
massive.
fucking crazy amount of hackers and stuff like that. So obviously you'd think that they'd understand with the whole Shroud thing, that they'd be like, oh, there's hackers like fucking up the ass. And
Yeah.
then they made like a post like 2 or 3 days ago saying, we're not gonna be trying to change the game right now. We're gonna be fixing bugs, hackers, and fixing our ban
No.
system. But then it's like, okay, well, that's good, but you should have done this like the first fucking month or two of this game being released,
Yeah.
right?
And yeah, like you see Halo Online. Like if you follow any sport, like any gaming, you would know that Halo Online became popular in like a week. Now it's a dead game, but like they got sued. They're gonna get sued because they literally stole shit, like assets. Like that's the only time when you can sue another game company for like stealing your rights or whatever. But like, man, like that case just popped up 2 weeks. I mean, like 3 weeks later, they're like, all right, let's fucking throw a lawsuit at Epic. Like, what dumb fucking people?
Yeah.
Holy
Anyways,
shit.
this one's more for Mitch because he's a big Rainbow Six guy. Rainbow Six won
Ew.
before it even start this topic. Rainbow Six Siege has been hitting fucking fat numbers on Twitch for the Rainbow Six
Past
Siege
month now?
Invitational League or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't think it's on now, but yesterday I saw it. Evil Geniuses versus Mouse Sports peaked at 68K, which is like
EG
was, like,
baby.
the fourth highest. Yeah, EG all the
It's
way.
currently at 51,000 right now.
Yeah, and
So
that's
like,
cool.
it's popping off.
And Shroud's playing it too. Shroud's playing it now too.
Well, he hasn't.
Which is really
Yeah,
good,
he's
'cause that'll
been
get a
banned.
lot of people. Yeah, was banned from pub, so he'll get a lot of viewers in.
Like, what a dummy.
I just wanted to talk about so me and Mitch and Dylan a little bit, and our other friend John, who is on our HOTS team. We've been playing Siege quite frequently, and they had a post that Mitch actually told me about, which was that the multiplayer quote unquote beta, which has been in beta since the game fucking released, which has been like what, a year and a half, 2 years, maybe
Wow,
even
no, more than that. I'll check.
even
right
more.
now.
Yeah, I actually don't even know. But they said that their multiplayer beta is almost done, so they'll almost be fully complete the multiplayer. So that would be like fixed rank matchmaking,
3 years.
removing like hackers because Battle Eye is fucking garbage.
600 accounts are banned in 5 days.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
too
fucking
bad, yeah.
crazy.
Come Monday morning, the 16th, 600 accounts are being banned for being boosted. Not even if you're the booster. If you paid for services, or in some way have used a booster, your account's getting banned. And anyone that's been in a game where a booster's been in, your rank's supposed to reset or to like be readjusted, win
Yeah,
or
that's
loss.
pretty crazy. Damn, that's actually nuts.
The 600 accounts are definitely Monday.
They might
said.
as well do a reboot at that point.
Yeah, I know. So they said the 600 was confirmed on Monday, but the rank reset, like the rank adjustment, is not confirmed for Monday. But
Okay.
Yeah, they
it's
should fully
supposed to be
reset.
a thing.
They should fully reset if they're gonna pull people
that'll
back.
be hefty.
Yeah, that's good though. I think their Ubisoft is finally doing something right. I know Bo's a big
Dark
Ubisoft guy.
Not yet, not yet. Not until they fix fucking Uplay. They need to fix
That's
that.
true.
It's been years. Ubisoft, fix your fucking game overlay, man. Why is
We
it
really
bugged?
We really need a Dylan rant.
Like,
section, you know,
holy
just
shit.
pops off
No, it's
for,
just like
15 minutes.
most games nowadays. I just find this a little annoying tick with almost every game that just fucking puts me over the edge. Where it's implementing your dog shit fucking Steam-like system. Or, yeah, it's like, just, I don't know.
Tell him,
Or it's like
tell him.
a bitch of a party system to start a game and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But besides that,
That's about it.
This one's also pretty quick. Mitch, what else do you have to say about Rainbow Six Siege so far? Like, just it growing, how the multiplayer.
We're on the up and up finally. We're on the up and up.
Worked on
Yeah,
the
it's
They're finally fixing, hopefully fixing the hacker problem and the cheater problem.
fix your net code.
They just gotta get better at fixing.
Net
They
code.
leave bugs way too long. Jagger had a glitch where he could run around with a shield on his head. And
Oh shit.
like the deployable shield that you get and you can hide behind, it would appear on his head if you did the glitch correctly. And this was in rank 2, and it went for over a year, I think, without being patched.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I remember before, like being a Dota player, it's like you jump on Dota every other day, and it's like bug fixes, bug fixes, bug
Yeah.
fixes, and then like you play Siege, and I remember there was that one glitch before where you would like rubber band Mitch when you'd like throw a grenade or run through bomb sites, and you would like jump into it and you just lag and you just shoot back, and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's what happens once in a while.
Yeah, it still happens once in a while, but yeah, at least
I just blow the floor out and you're good to go.
That's just net code, man. They need to fix it. They need to work on their net code. Most games need to work on net code.
Shock on the fourth place and you'll be mid.
We're definitely have some clips for a future video because
Soon,
me,
yeah.
Dylan, and Mitch played some Siege, and we're gonna maybe play some after the video actually. So
That and
we'll
For
definitely
Honor.
get some more fun clips. And For Honor, yeah. Me, Dylan, and Bo are gonna play that with Bo, the pro fucking For Honor player. Next topic. We wanted to have Jojo on here, but he was late, so he's not in here.
I think he just
I
passed
guess we'll
out.
talk about. Yeah, I think so. You know, big boy, he's been busy, you know, doing that mini Taj and stuff. But
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
so Counter-Strike ESL Cologne happened this past weekend. Navi finished first. One of Dylan's
Fuck's sake.
squad.
Really?
Yeah,
Is Guardian
which
still
is
on that team?
kind of yeah, which is
Yes.
Guardian's on the
Let's
team with
fucking
Sim.
go.
They actually won, and they played against the team named Big from Germany in the finals. Okay, so Big was kind of a mid to low tier team, I think. I haven't really watched a lot of Counter Strike. This was kind of JoJo's section where I could kind of just let him talk about it. But I had to do some research because he's not on here now. So yeah, Navi beat Big 2-0 in the 3-1. Sorry, in the final. Big beat FaZe to go into the top, and Navi beat. I don't remember who Navi beat, but Navi beat another kind of crappy team. But yeah, before this happened too, Mitch might know, and maybe Dylan. Do you remember Snacks from Virtus Pro?
Yep.
He left Virtus Pro like 3 days before ESL Cologne happened, and he joined Mouse Sports. That's who Navi beat, was Mouse Sports. So he left.
Wow,
VP.
the iron roster of VP has finally been broken. Holy fuck!
Yeah, so he left VP and he joined Mouse Sports. I also wanted to, I guess this section is a little bit longer, kind of a little bit of a CSGO section. So do you guys know who Sadakist is? The one of the CSGO casters?
No.
Do you guys remember?
Sounds familiar, yeah.
He's essentially he's a super famous CSGO caster, really funny. He's very like personable. He always makes a lot of jokes and stuff like that. So a while back, he was streaming and he said some racial slurs, and he kind of dropped off of kind of casting for ESL and all that kind of stuff. So what this little topic is here is he's actually going to be coming back to cast for ECS, which is another caster. His name is James Bardolph. He's another big CSGO caster who runs I think it's Face It League. He actually hired Sadakist to come join him back. He had a little bit of a thing with the Score Esports where he talks about, he didn't really mean it as an intent to say a racial slur. I assume you guys probably know what racial slur he said. It happens with every other fucking Twitch streamer in the world.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he said it, and he basically was just talking about it. But the first thing I wanted to bring up is, do you think that's a really smart move for him to bring a guy that said that? Or do you think it'll bring a negative light? Because after he said this, he left. Like he left himself. He didn't get fired from going to other castings for other CSGO tournaments. He left himself. So I was wondering, what do you guys think is the smart move for this James Bardolph, one of the Face It owners, to hire this guy to come back and cast this tournament? So just give me your insight or whatever you guys feel about it.
Who wants to go first?
Is it in the contract? That's what it should boil down to. When you're streaming, you're representing a different company. People don't see it that way. but you're
think from-
representing your own name and not the company name.
I know. I think from what I understand though is he was streaming by himself. He wasn't doing anything for Counter-Strike at the time because the way Counter-Strike works is the casters get hired on a tournament basis, like a major basis.
Yeah.
So he actually doesn't like own or run any personal like tournaments. He was streaming himself playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he said this. So from my understanding is he left himself and he hired him back to join him.
Yeah, he probably did that to make himself like some light on the situation, make him look better. Like I'm not saying he's like that kind of guy. I'm just saying if you fucked up, he pretty much is telling everyone he fucked up and is hoping like what this guy did and is gonna invite him back. I don't know who it is. I don't know the casters by name for CS:GO. If I heard his voice, I could tell you how like maybe because I used to watch a lot of CS:GO. So yeah, I don't know, but like maybe it's to get better spirits with other people, get some invites back. I don't know.
Unless he's like, unless he's getting sponsored during his streams, and it's like, oh, my stream's being sponsored by Faceit right now. Check him out. Then, like, I would understand if he's like sponsoring a company, then maybe I understand that. But like, yeah, it's a separate business, believe it or not. When you're getting paid on Twitch or like getting donations, you are your own company technically. It sounds stupid, but yeah.
I think the thing is like sorry to cut you off, but I'll let you go here quickly. I just wanted to say like I think the thing that changes it is that Counter-Strike or I guess any professional casters that are like that, for him to say something like that, I think it definitely ruins your reputation, right? And I think I understand that it's like him being himself, like just playing devil's advocate. He's representing himself, but him going up on there, you know how Twitch chat and Reddit can be, right?
Yeah.
You know how people are like that when they see, oh, this guy said the N-word on the stream, then it's like, holy shit, all right, fucking everyone run at this guy. Like the XQC thing, he said try hard in chat or try hard 7 in chat, while a black guy was doing like the Overwatch like introduction to the Overwatch League, and he did it like not like a perfect timing kind of situation. He just did it, and unfortunately Malik, who's an Overwatch caster, was on the thing. And so people were like, oh, XQC's are racist, blah, blah, blah. And this just takes it like another level because he actually said it. Yeah. So I think to play devil's advocate, it's not good for him. And you know how he's going to get absolutely swarmed when he actually does this tournament. I think like the James Bardolph is obviously going to be like, oh, you know what? He's still a good friend of mine. He's a good caster. And he is. But I just think it definitely will hurt that tournament because of what he said. But Bo, you can finish up what you wanted to say.
No, basically, I was gonna summarize what all y'all guys said. Like, it's not a good look, obviously. In this day and age, like, it's never a good look. But I think that, yeah, like that saving grace that like he's being taken back. I say honestly, take it. Hope it just gets swept under the rug, like for the most part, like every other one. Like what? Who remembers when PewDiePie said the N-word during like while streaming or something? Right.
That's
now it's like people talk about it and they're like, oh yeah, that was pretty crazy. So it's like I think if he keeps a low profile about it, doesn't make it a huge thing, don't make any stupid statements or anything, and
don't like start and say sorry from it. Like that's just
don't start apologizing because you don't. He like technically he doesn't owe anybody an apology, right?
No.
He did it. He knows something was wrong. He corrected it, and now as long as he just plays it fine and doesn't do anything stupid, he'll be able to be. I personally think he'll be fine. People will just be like, "Oh, remember that one time?" Be like, "Oh, I think so." That is my opinion on it.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think it. After playing devil's advocate, I was just gonna say, I think it's fine. It'll get people to still come and watch. I think it'll pull people to be like, even if it's bad publicity, like there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So he's gonna come back. It'll probably get viewers. It'll be like, oh, Sadakist is back. People that really liked him, or it'll get people to watch it. It's still Counter-Strike. It's still a big esport. It'll still get people. So
yeah.
I just wanted to do a quick rundown on the international. So all the teams, Dota, obviously me and Dylan are pretty big Dota guys. So the international qualifiers are all done. So it'll be starting in August. All all the NA, CIS, all the qualifiers are now done. So I just wanted to do a quick rundown on all the teams that were in. So obviously the invited teams, which were VP, Liquid, PSG or LGD, Team Secret, VGJ Thunder, Newbie, Vici Gaming, and Mineski. Those are the teams that qualified before the qualifiers. And the teams that qualified through the open and closed qualifiers were Team OG from Europe, Windstrike from CIS. Team Serenity was like a nobody team from China, and they actually qualified, beating out a big Chinese name. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, they took out one of the Invictus Gaming teams. Invictus Gaming also qualified. Fnatic from Southeast Asia, Pain Gaming, and then the NA teams that I will be obviously rooting for, which was Optic Gaming, which is Dylan, if you know, like PPD and Zai, they're on that team. The Evil Geniuses team, that's the team that I'll be cheering for sure. VGJ Storm. And the other team that I'll be cheering for from the Philippines, TNC Predator. So those are the, what is it? Is it 18 teams, I believe? 18 teams.
Philippines!
Yes, the 18 teams. Yeah, this will actually be perfect talking about the Philippines because that'll go into our next segment. But yeah, that was kind of everything that I wanted to go over for the Dota thing, just to run it down, because that just happened, I think, a few days after we did our previous episode. So about the Philippines, for Bo, the Philippines announced that they're getting their... the Philippines got its first esports league. Okay, so I think it's pretty cool, you know.
Or is it just overall?
Yeah, that's the part that I want to hit, is the games that they decided to choose. And
I'm pumped.
And I think it's a bad move to choose the games that they chose, but I want to get your guys' opinions because that's what we're all about.
Was it Cooking Mama?
Hey,
It's not Cooking Mama.
So
Is
it's
that
called
bad?
Nationals. I don't think so.
Okay, I was like, I don't think that's bad.
The league,
I just know
the league
Bo
will be
likes that
called-
game.
The league will be called the Nationals. It'll be
Okay,
featuring
I like the
3
name.
games. Yeah, it's a cool name. The Nationals. It'll be having 3 games at the start of it. It'll grow eventually. The 3 games they chose were Dota 2, obviously. A lot of Filipinos play Dota 2. You know, I play with them every single day.
Street
The
Fighter.
second is being... Okay, actually, you know what? Let's have you guys each guess a
I
game.
was about to say, can we guess a game?
Yeah, Mitch, guess a game.
Oh, don't fucking make me go first.
Street Fighter 5 for me.
Okay.
There's mine.
I think
I can see Dragon Ball too.
Naruto Uzumaki Ultimate Ninja Fighter 5.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay, whatever the fuck that
Actual
was.
guess, Bo, or is that?
Yes.
Is that
I can see
I
Dragon.
don't know what the most recent one is, but it's a COD. The most
COD.
recent COD.
okay?
I can
I
see
don't know
Dragon
why.
Ball too.
Okay, Dragon Ball. Okay,
Like,
it's
Racist one.
Dota 2,
How
as
come
I
you only
said.
pick Chinese games?
The other two, they kind of make sense. They kind of don't. The second one being Mobile Legends.
oh my fucking god.
What?
The third one being NBA 2K.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
that makes sense.
It's-
That makes sense.
But, okay,
I understand the NBA.
1000%. Because
yeah.
flips can't play on the court because we're too short. Like, we have stubby legs. We're not
Do we
meant
have
for
to
that.
bleep that? Do we have to bleep
Bo is Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
you can't be like, yeah, you
It's
can't be
okay.
Whoa, yeah, but technically, oh no, our viewers do know because in episode 1 he was there for that. Okay, we're
I'm
good.
Filipino.
I think we're okay. Yeah.
As for what was the other game?
Mobile Legends. It's like a League of Legends on.
Have
your
you
phone.
ever seen that stupid ad where it's like the guy goes no 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 and he fucking gets in a car and fucking drives
He says,
away?
It's the girl. He's like, oh no, please help. It's like really bad.
Yeah,
acting.
it's terrible. It's a terrible ad.
That's
Holy-
so like that. Okay. One, the only reason why I can see why they're playing that game is because all Filipino children, when they're young, always get told to not play on their phones. So now they're rebelling through playing Mobile Legends like true alpha men.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, right? I actually know a lot of Filipinos that love mobile gaming. I don't know why. They just really like mobile gaming. So I was like, okay, I could kind of understand. I don't think it's the best move because honestly, that Dota spot will just take over.
Can I
everything,
just
you know?
can I just chip in something real quick? Because I think this is something we all don't know. So I'm like I want to put something in the video, but it's like the trailer, and I just searched up Mobile Legends. This shit gets over 500,000 views per video on like the most popular videos. That's pretty fucking crazy, actually. Yeah, I didn't realize.
You wanna know why?
I didn't know that.
Because of all the Filipinos.
No, that's true. Anyways, I was gonna just say, what do you guys think of this nationals thing, the games that they decided to choose, and any games you think that they missed out to get a little bit more viewership? Anyone can start.
Fighting games. I thought fighting games were big in Asian countries.
That's
Maybe
racist.
not. Maybe not. Well, I don't know. They're actually.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, it's like, man, I don't fucking know anymore. Like, holy fuck. It's about to just be like, what the fuck?
Never mind. Nope.
Oh, that is so funny.
Like,
Okay,
holy
Bo,
fuck.
Bo, as the Filipino representative, what do you
I
think
don't know.
they missed
I
out on?
don't. Okay, one, I agree with NBA because like
I understand that.
every Filipino plays like 2K. I don't play 2K at my home, but when I go like, you know, all of my cousins, like all 150 cousins places, like
Yeah.
all we do is we play 2K, and they're like stupid good at it. So I can only imagine the like competitiveness, and especially like
People
you know,
freak out on 2K.
population. Oh yeah, dude, they get into it. It's crazy. I've seen people like lose money and fight people over that game. It's hilarious.
See, Filipinos too are very competitive too.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. It's a good move for them.
Mobile Legends. don't like
I
it.
can't
I was-
judge. I just don't like. Yeah. Go.
I don't know. Like, yeah, the viewership's there, and they have the means, the reason, and also, like, it's fairly easy. Like, you just need a cell phone, and I mean, the majority of Asian countries make our electronics, so it's like they have 10,000 to spare.
Yeah. What's that
Jesus
other-
Christ.
There's that other mobile game that was pretty big too. I can't remember the name, but like TSM had a team in it.
Cooking Mama?
I don't know what it was called.
Yeah.
TSM mobile game.
Oh.
Let's see.
Dude, I just
What
fucking.
was it called?
I hate mobile sports.
Vainglory.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
League of
And
Legends
Vainglory was
football.
pretty big.
I hate mobile esports, man. It just makes no sense to me.
I think, I was just gonna say, I think Dota 2 is a really good choice. Obviously, like
Yeah,
that's a
Dota
kind
2
of
is
no-brainer.
a
That's a
pretty
no-brainer.
yeah,
But
it's like a
I
safe
don't know why
choice.
they still wouldn't add like League. I'm assuming League is like I know Filipinos that play League and they like League, so I don't know why they wouldn't add League because it's like it's similar.
If
you
they're
know, obviously
starting-
it's not as big as Dota, but
If they're starting esports, you can make the argument that it's a dying game after it being out for 10 years. I think that would
That's
be
true,
why.
too.
I could see League declining in maximum 3 years. Hardcore declining, not like how it is now.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mitch? Anything you wanted to fill in there?
No.
Or... Okay.
He doesn't want to regret whatever he says.
Yeah, I heard earlier.
No, you're right.
We're just making Mac's job
I can,
easier,
like-
boys.
I can like
Yeah.
taste his thoughts right now.
All right. I guess we'll just go to the next topic. Let's go with this topic. All right. So Ars Technica. I don't know who the hell that is. It's some gaming website that produces these numbers. I'm honestly not too sure. They did a top 10 most played Steam games. I just want to clarify so that people are like, "What the fuck? This stupid ass kid doesn't know what he's talking about." This is who have played the game at least one time on Steam, and this is as of July 1st. So since Steam, started to now, from what this article says, it's a data leak as well. It's not a fucking someone piled up some shit on Reddit and fucking sent it out. This is like a real thing that they did. So this is Steam games that were played at least once, but that have a achievement system. Okay, these isn't games that don't have an achievement system. These are only games that have achievements in it.
I can see some dumb fucking shit being on here.
Yeah, so that's because I read this and I was like, I read it first and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But then I
Yeah.
saw, it has to be achievement system, played at least one time. So the games go off like this. The first most, I guess, played game or whatever was Team Fortress 2.
I knew it! Yeah, I fucking knew. I was gonna say
And
TF2.
Just to tell you, it had
I knew it.
the player estimate is 50,191,347. So that's the highest.
Next one's
Played one
Dota.
time. Played one time with achievements. Dota doesn't have achievements.
Oh
one
wow.
be considered.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the second one was Counter-Strike Go, like CSGO,
Yeah.
with 46 million. The third was PUBG with 36 million.
Oh my god.
Um,
Okay.
Fourth one is Unturned, the free-to-play zombie.
That game's fun actually.
Yo, I have that.
I love
game.
playing that game.
Yeah,
That game's
that was
actually
27
fun.
million. Left 4 Dead
Yo, we
2
should
with
all play
23.
Unturned. Yo, that'd be
Oh,
so.
we should do
I
Left 4
have
Dead
it
2.
downloaded. I have
We
it
should do
downloaded.
ALF 2, honestly, man.
Make
Yeah,
a
Left 4 Dead
series
2
of-
with
Oh,
23.
for sure. Left
I would have loved that game again.
Payday 2
Okay, yeah.
18 million. That
Mm.
was
I could see that. Yeah.
5. That's 6. So the 7th is Gary's Mod with 18 million.
Oh yeah.
I thought that'd be
I
higher.
love that game. Yeah, me too actually.
8 was Warframe with 16 million.
Oh, yep. That's easy.
Counter-Strike Source with 15 million, which is 9.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
CSGO,
and
the
10,
CS's.
10, a more recent game, but also has achievements, was Paladins. Remember how we were shooting
Oh my
on,
fucking
Hi-Rez?
god.
That was number 10.
That's
was
because it's a
Paladins.
battle royale on fucking Steam.
Just to
yeah.
put it in perspective, games that were below that people have played, and now these are games that aren't free to play, that I had written down that aren't free to play and that aren't like
Oh.
solely in the free to play section, like on Steam. Like Steam didn't actually make this
Half-Life
game
2.
or endorse it. So
Half-Life 2's on that list.
below Paladins, I'm just gonna do 5 here. Was Elder Scrolls Skyrim with 13 million.
Okay. Yeah.
Terraria with 13 million.
My boy Terraria. Oh
There
yes.
is Portal 2 there, but I didn't consider it because, Steam kind of endorsed that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But we'll say Portal 2. Sid Meier's Civ 5 with 12 million.
I'm surprised about that. That's
Grand
5.
Theft below that.
Oh, yeah.
Borderlands.
Good game.
Rocket League.
Okay.
The last one was Portal 1, but then below that was Rust. I thought Rust would be a lot higher.
Yeah, that's an expensive game, I guess.
Yeah.
All the
so
names
I
you
think
named
that's
off
the thing
have,
is-
yeah. All of these games
lot
you
of
named off
these-
have like very good sales, with maybe the exception of like
Yeah.
Civ 5.
Yeah, and the game that was the most recent that had the highest growth, the quickest, was PUBG. Obviously, its Steam app ID is like
Oh my God.
578080.
I'm gonna break
And
my desk.
Team Fortress 2 was the 440th game on that was introduced onto Steam, or I guess it partnered with Steam or whatever.
That's all
But
old. Yeah.
Player Unknown Battleground was the 578,000th game, and it is the third
Wow.
which is
Okay.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of just wanted to go over that a little bit because I thought that was kind of interesting that all these games came out. Do you guys have any games that you guys think would be higher or lower, or
Left 4 Dead
if
2.
you had to add
Or
a
no,
game
Left 4
that
Dead 2,
doesn't
sorry.
have add a game that doesn't have achievements, where do you think this would be? Where they think they'd be rated?
I wish Half-Life 2 was bigger, just because it's pretty much essential to play Gary's Mod. That the two essential games you need to play Gary's Mod is CS Source and Half-Life 2. That's without a doubt. So I thought that would be higher, just because of that reason.
Okay. What about you, Mitch? What do you think? Any games that you thought would be higher?
I thought BioShock could be on that list. I know BioShock 1 doesn't have any achievements, but the rest of the BioShocks do, like number 2 and Infinite.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good one. What about you? What about you, Bo? What do you think?
All I have to say is TF2 is a superior game. I told y'all motherfuckers to get hats, and all y'all told me I'm fucking crazy. And now who's crazy now, huh? Fuckers.
I'm gonna check out that game later. See if it's still big.
Don't.
There.
Yes, Dylan, you
Don't.
can assume with me. Let me take you into the darkness. I will steal your fucking soul and eat it.
I used to surf all the time. I would just go into surf servers when I was bored as fucking surf.
I watched Bo kill himself with his rocket jump game. I don't know.
Dude, rocket
Yeah,
jumping
that's
is hard
true.
unless you have the weapon for it. That
You know, a
rocket
game I
jump
honestly
weapon.
thought would have been way fucking higher.
Which one?
I honestly thought Castle Crashers would have been pretty high.
Oh my god, yeah.
Shit.
I love that game.
I forgot.
Do you guys have that game?
Yes, we should
Uh,
play it.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
sorry,
we should get on
I
that
actually
game.
skipped past, after I cut it off at Rust, Half-Life 2 is 2 below Rust, which is kind of weird, actually. I thought there'd be a lot more people playing Half-Life 2. There's only 8 million that actually, opened it and actually played it.
That's weird. So many people
Well-
played fucking Gary's Mod and didn't have Half-Life 2.
Another game too was Alien Swarm. I remember everyone played that game when I was young.
Really?
When Steam first came out,
Really?
everyone played
I
Alien Swarm.
hated that game. I thought it was
I
terrible.
thought it would be me and
was
Mitch and,
good.
some other people played. I thought that'd be at
It
least
was
top
good.
20.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
All right. I guess we'll do. We have 2 more things to do.
Okay.
One of them is really quick, and then I'm gonna do 10 things with Mitch, and then I'm gonna plug for a little bit.
I'll give you a time thing. If you want to do more, I got a topic to talk about. Or we can do a separate video. But, anyways.
The last thing is just what we think of the state of Twitch. I wanted to talk about
Oh my god.
people that have been getting banned. The Soma video that me, you, and Mitch watched and laughed at.
Oh yeah,
I
let's
don't know
talk
if you
about
saw
that.
it. The Soma video,
I think so.
essentially an old Twitch.
I think both saw it, yeah.
Yeah, I think both saw it. He's gonna say no now, and we're gonna have to fucking.
I don't think he has.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
explain
not.
it.
Let's just say he did. Let's just say he didn't for the sake of remedy.
Yeah. So essentially, this old Twitch staff, he is a streamer as well. He went to a convention or something, and some guy was kind of talking shit to him and his girlfriend or his wife, and he called him. I think it was a hoe-ass cunt or something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
And the guy kind of got upset. So, or he got upset at what the guy was saying. So he called him a hoe-ass cunt. Twitch then later told him that it was a quote-unquote meeting. They brought him into the room and explained to him that you can't do that. You were being sexist for calling another man a hoe, apparently.
Yeah, was it a hoe or was it a cunt? Just doesn't matter.
Well, hoe-ass cunt, I guess kind of both.
I can't find that fucking video anymore.
I had it before. I'll link it in the... Remind me to link this, because I've been forgetting to do it in the last videos. I'll link these things that we talk about in the YouTube video so people can get it for reference.
That's
as long
cool,
as it
yeah.
doesn't get taken down by Twitch stream or live stream fails or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that. He kind of got upset. They called him in. They said, "Oh, you can't be saying that. It's sexist." He then essentially he put his 2 weeks in. He thought Twitch was turning into a quote-unquote SJW cesspool. That's what he said. SJW cesspool of individuals, and he said, "Fuck that." Blah blah blah. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to go over that. Like, what do you guys think of Twitch and how it's evolved over this past while? I also want to say, how do you think it's changed since they've been bought out by Amazon? Because this might be personal. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Since they have been bought out by Amazon, I've noticed a lot more professionalism, quote unquote, by Twitch.
Yeah.
That's not as professional as Twitch used to be before. So I think it kind of is in a bad way, because Twitch, you're there to represent yourself. You're there to showcase your talents. But with this, they're taking it into banning people for 30 days or banning people or giving them like timeouts or 7-day or 3-day suspensions when they're really not doing that all that much, and leaving people that are like, quote unquote, I think we can we say titty streamers? If not, just mute that. But
Okay.
Can we say?
Can we say titty stream? Yeah, Mac will have to beep that if we're not allowed to say that. Anyways, but yeah, that's essentially what they're kind of like advocating. They're like, you know what, you guys can't do this, but you can do that, and then it's fine. And then this guy comes in and says, yeah, like, what the fuck, Twitch has changed way too much, and it's not going in the right path. So what do you guys think about the video and how Twitch has gone and developed over these past few months / years?
I got something to say if you guys want to wait, or you.
No, you go first.
Go for it.
Okay, well, I guess with the addition of Amazon, I guess you could say, or the addition of Twitch to Amazon's pool of whatever they own, they have a lot more to lose if someone on Twitch is being like against their rules, like if someone goes against Twitch's rules, so Amazon has a lot more to lose than Twitch did in the first place. There's a lot more companies behind Amazon. If that's the thing they're afraid of, I don't know if a company like that would ever be afraid of something like that. Like, I highly doubt that they could sue for that much or take that much of Amazon away from them.
They won't even get sued.
Yeah, well, no, even if someone on Twitch is being like racist and a viewer sues, I assume they could. Yeah, it's like a bad light on the company all through its whole thing. You could, if someone is on Twitch and says that this person that Twitch was sponsoring was being racist, and then that could go to saying Amazon's being racist, which could go to this company's being racist, and so on and so forth.
If someone successfully sued Amazon or Twitch for
Well,
harassment, dude, there'd be too many lawsuits. I don't think it would.
Yeah, I
ever
know. I'm
happen.
not saying just the suing part, but also it'd be the like the look of the company though.
I guess.
Yeah, like the essential, like what happens is like that downfall structure system, right? It's like it starts off with the streamer says something bad, so Twitch either has to make a decision: do we ban this guy? Do we give him a notification? If no one sees that, and Amazon sees that, right? Like, what do people? I don't think people think like, oh, that's Amazon, but people think,
No, but
wow,
just
what the
it's
fuck
out
is
there
Twitch
that well.
doing?
You-
Right?
you got-
it's
yeah.
that downfall system.
But on the other side of that, they're being way too
Ye-
harsh on nothing, and people need to grow up in this world.
in response to that, a lot of normies, like, you gotta think, there's a lot of people on Twitch, yes, but it's a very small margin in comparison to people that use Amazon, or even know that Twitch is owned by Amazon, or even know that Twitch exists, right? So
That's true.
there's that. And plus, I think Amazon is rich enough to not give a single shit about
No, I
what
don't
people
think so, yeah,
about
they
it. I
have
think
money to-
they ballooned too big. They're taking down major stores now, like Walmart, shit like that. Like Walmart, like I'm pretty sure there's been an article somewhere where Walmart's like, yeah, we're kind of scared of fucking Amazon taking over, much like Netflix did with Blockbuster and stuff like that. But yeah, Twitch is fucking cancer. I fucking hate that website. Get someone that is not in their goddamn 20s to run your fucking website so they don't get a hard on every goddamn time they see like a fucking female streamer sometimes, right? Because there's definitely like some bias. Dude,
Oh, for sure.
dude say like I understand when you say the N-word and get banned, or like if it's an accident, like some guy comes on your Discord and like, yeah, fucking says it. I understand like that's an accident, but like they need to be more like YouTube where it's equal among everybody. I know the exact quote of this fucking Sumo clip. They're like, they asked Sumo point blank during his surprise HR thing, because I can't find a fucking clip, so I would play it, but I can't find it anywhere. They asked him if there's any hot girls on Twitch, and he's like, I'm not gonna fucking answer that. That's a trap. And they're like, that's a wrong answer. And they're like, you're supposed to say there's just humans on this website trying to make good content or some dumb shit like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you
yeah, I
can't even
remember
say
that, yeah.
if saying I can't answer that is the wrong answer, what are you like? What are you supposed to fucking say? Like, come on, you're like trying to standardize everybody's like fucking personalities. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, right, Twitch is becoming like he said, like that SJW mentality where you can't just like you said, you can't be saying certain words, but then they need to tell you these guidelines. You can't be saying, you know, the F blank, you can fill it in. You can't be saying the N word, you can't be saying this word. Put that out there.
Right.
If you have people and you're like, a lot of the times Twitch people are getting banned for not fucking watching their chat room. If they're shit talking someone, they're pissing on someone, they're making someone feel bad, like other streamers and stuff like that. But half the time these people are playing League. Like, you can't be on your Twitch chat not like 24/7, right? I think what Twitch is now is, like you said, the reason why we've kind of moved from YouTube is because we, you know,
We're too
like,
toxic.
Not saying we're
just too
we're gonna
toxic.
be like this crazy content where we go and fucking fight people and say rude shit and do bad shit to people. It's just that we want to be a little bit more free, and with Twitch, it's this way and this way and this way. But all these things can happen to you, and you don't even know if it's good, if it's like you can do it, you're allowed to do it, or you're not allowed to do it. Because half the time people do this and they're professional streamers, and it's a woman and she does it, and it's fine. But then if a guy does it, it's like you can't be doing that. Like,
Or
you're getting
like
banned.
I don't know.
Can we say woman?
You know?
Don't put names. People freak the fuck out now for some reason. They actually like
Yeah.
freak out. It's the most dumbest
Does
shit
that mean
ever.
that they still have ASMR videos.
Like, this is another thing. Like, they're like, oh, no sexual kind of shit at all. Hyaphonics takes off his shirt because he's fucking drenched in goddamn pizza sauce, right? He takes it off to put on a new shirt. He gets banned for a month.
Can you repeat this?
Then there's a chick like fucking doing body paint with no shirt on or shit like that. Like literal titties hanging out, boys, and like nothing, dude. It's the weird shit.
Roleplay feels so ogre.
It's just weird, man. It's just like a bunch of I don't know. The website's definitely run by like 20-year-old like incels, big time. Like,
I think
without a doubt, in my mind.
one thing we didn't talk about either is like when you
There's
think of
literally
Twitch.
a person eating cereal. and this is the thing.
Dude, there's a
What do you think?
streamer. Go ahead, sorry,
Go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
going
No,
off
no, go
top.
ahead, go ahead.
Oh,
Finish it.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Bo was talking about a streamer that was eating.
No, hey,
Go
go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Bo was talking about a streamer that was just
Someone
eating
say,
cereal.
Shut the fuck up.
I watched a streamer for a week just sitting there, like, no shirt. He's big. He was like fucking, I don't know, 350. I can't remember his name. But he's like, I don't know. It was the weirdest shit. He would just lay on his couch, watch cartoons with no shirt on and stream for a week. He got permanently banned eventually. Twitch has weird shit. Where people, like, let's say, like, the N-word or, like, the F-word get banned instantly. But then there's a guy that, this is a dude, for example. Then there's a dude that can stream with a sex doll beside him for 3 fucking days.
What?
And then it'll be
What
fine.
Twitch
It's
should
so
do-
weird.
I think honestly the biggest thing is with Twitch. Have you ever played? If anyone has ever played World of Warcraft and you do something wrong, right? A World of Warcraft staff member will PM you and say, "Hey, you know what? If you continue to do that, we're gonna ban you."
They do that.
Why doesn't? But I understand Twitch staff does that.
But
then they need to go into
Yeah.
their chat room and say to them, private message them. Don't put it in their chat. Their chat. Some
They
people's chat room
email.
is literally like.
No, they
It's
email
crazy.
them, but instead of saying, "Hey, you're being warned," they're saying,
No,
"Hey, you're getting
I
banned
know,
right
but they
now."
need to do it. They need to have someone that's able to moderate these chat rooms and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? You're doing something that's not appropriate. If you do not fix it by, XYZ, then you're gonna get a suspension." Twitch doesn't do that. It's, oh, this guy has his shirt off while he's streaming Dota and he's like this in the screen. Oh, well, you know what? Your shirt was off for more than 3 hours. You're getting a 7-day suspension. And a lot of these people, that's how they make their money, right? It's like,
So, yeah.
how does that
I don't
make
know, man.
sense? You should go in there and should say, you're doing this wrong. You need to put a shirt on, or and it's obviously not as easy as I make it sound, but
You can.
there's a way to fix it. There's a way to make it better instead of just being like, oh, fucking this guy's in the wrong section. He's in the fucking Dota section and he's in IRL. Okay, we're gonna ban this guy because that happens too. That doesn't make any sense,
I think that's a dumb rule. Like, some shit happens. That's so easy to miss.
I know, but Twitch doesn't do that.
You switch games and then you forget to change it.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't like when.
Yeah.
It's fine to like say, "Hey, you missed like people," and coincidentally, the people that got banned are dudes, and then the other people that didn't get banned are chicks half the time. But like to actually message or email a streamer or PM them. Let's just say PM. They PM a streamer that's a female, coincidentally, by the way. Totally not on purpose, by the way. And then say, "Hey, if you fuck up, just delete your VODs, and we won't ban you." And then other people,
that's the thing, right?
yeah, and then other people don't get the same treatment. That's fucking.
They don't.
That's the
treat everyone
dumbest
the
fucking
same.
shit I've ever heard in my life.
They don't treat everyone the same.
You're gonna make a
That's the problem.
TOS, follow your fucking TOS. Don't be a dumb fuck.
It's even like when they brought out those terms of service when we did like our second podcast video, right? We talked about the terms of service.
I literally,
we went on a grain of salt a little bit because we were still on.
I literally have to
social
delete
off
like,
Twitch,
yeah,
so-
I have to delete like restart my stream every half an hour because some dumb shit happens that I
Yeah,
could
it was
possibly
funny.
get. It's just so
That
fucking
was-
annoying.
Yeah.
And then like I restart my fucking stream, and then my internet goes down, and I just want to fucking punch a monitor. Like it's the dumbest shit.
Well, you know what? Everybody needs to just use Twitch for one reason. You go
Fuck,
to
man.
IRL, you go to 0 viewers, like the people.
It's
you
funny.
Click into theirs.
We
and
should
then
make that
They
video.
they'll get happy because like you clicked in, but then you just write something mean like "fucking loser," and then you just leave.
That's so rude. Holy shit.
But it's
You just say Mr. Beast donated you $500, and then they freak out.
All right.
Like,
I think,
holy fuck!
I think that's pretty much it for our topics.
Brats.
Now we gotta do. Now we gotta go do some questions with Big Ol' Mitch now,
Yeah.
because now he needs to do. This is
Ola.
oh yeah.
the
Is everyone else done? Is that
podcast.
why?
Well,
Yeah,
I've done
everyone
mine
else has
last
done it.
week, and then Bo did his the week
Dylan and
before.
Bo was episode 2. Dylan was episode 3. So JoJo will be episode 5 if he actually gets on and doesn't sleep.
I think he passed out. He legitimately passed
Yeah.
out.
Okay. All right, Mitch, you ready for this one? This is 10 questions with the one and only Galuki.
Hola.
All right, here we go.
Alright.
I lost my questions here. 1 sec. Here they are.
Oh fuck, here we go.
All right, question 1. If you could go pro in any game, which game would it be and why?
Oh fuck, yeah, that's the hardest one.
Holy shit.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Stonehearth. Easy money.
Yeah. That'd be an answer. Feel like I can be done with it. What game and why? Okay, what?
It can be quick. It can be quick.
CSGO. And why? I like that game. I just bad at it.
All right, yeah, that's a. Hey, that's a. Bo gave me some pretty shit.
I like being. I like being the.
Lick my bum.
I like being the IGL. But I love that game for being the IGL.
Yeah.
I'm a really
Alright,
good IGL. I just need people that can shoot because I can't shoot.
Second question. What's your favorite League of Legends character? Or champion, to be correct.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
Alright. Another
Oh,
easy
so good,
question.
though.
Favorite attacker and defender in Rainbow Six?
Favorite attacker
And defender.
would be Sledge, because that's funny. Do I have to say why?
No, just
Oh,
just
okay. And defense would be Echo.
okay.
Okay.
Who is your most influential esports person to you? But you don't have to say why, just who. It could be a streamer, it could be a player, it could be a team manager, coach, whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his fucking name. Is that how bad he is? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. I used to watch him every day. Keenan, please help me. Reynad, thank you. There we go.
Reynad? Okay, that's actually good. I actually didn't think about that. I thought you were gonna say the odd one.
The first thought in my head was the odd one, but no, it's Reynad.
Create your all-star League of Legends team, and this is players. So you have to pick one person for each role and who.
Okay.
Who would play that role?
Who would play the role? Okay. I was still going Bjergsen mid.
Okay.
Still like him mid. That weird. I'm gonna get it. He used to play in Europe. I don't know where he plays now. His name's Huni, I think.
Yeah.
He'd be
he plays in NA.
he'd be top.
Okay.
My ADC would be Uzi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if he's still good anymore, but he was good back when I watched. So
Yeah, he's
in
still good,
mine.
he's still
What support? I'm trying to think of it. The EU support that's Unreal plays for Fnatic.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know his name actually.
Okay, well, him.
Oh, Yellow Star? Yellow Star?
Thank you. Yeah, Yellow Star would be my support. My jangler would be. Oh God, Korea's #1 jungler. I can't remember his name.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a lot. There's like
I know,
Rapid
but
Star. There's.
no, it's not him. Actually, yeah, is it Rapid Star? Can you give me another one?
I actually don't know any League of Legends.
Rap
Korean.
Star is good for me. That's fine.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say, you know, your bot lane would have been, you know, me and Bo, but you know, whatever.
Oh, I thought we wanted to win.
Oh shit. Yo, fuck you. Me and Bo were actually popping off the other day. Also I was gonna say, you said Uzi. He actually just said that he's taking a break from League of Legends like 2 days
Oh,
ago.
really? That's cool.
Yeah. The seventh question is a really easy one. Are you gonna play WoW Vanilla with me and Dylan?
Yes.
Fuck yes. Let's go,
Yes.
boys. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I want to play WoW.
Alright.
I'll play vanilla.
Just
I'll play vanilla. Yeah.
Remember to grind,
Alright.
boys. That's all.
Yeah, the grind. All right. This one's gonna be a tough one for Mitch. This one's
Oh, fuck.
specifically planned for Mitch Belanger. Okay. Fuck.
Oh no.
Fuck. Marry. Kill. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, you rat bastard.
Star Wars edition, boys.
Oh,
okay.
Kenobi, Anakin, and Han Solo. Go.
Oh.
What were the options? They're not the characters. Well, it was a kill, death, what? Kill, marry, who? What?
Fuck. Marry. Kill.
Oh.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
And
Those
it's
three characters.
Obi-Wan.
Anakin and Han Solo.
I think I know this one. You have to answer very carefully about this one.
I would. Huh. fuck, marry, kill. I would marry Obi-Wan.
Yeah. All right. I agree.
I would kill Anakin and fuck Han.
Yes, that's what I had. Let's go. Answer correctly. Holy shit.
This one's also pretty easy. Next tattoo idea. Because we're using your tattoo for the profile image, so I thought that was pretty easy.
Okay, yeah. I'm thinking a beholder.
Oh, that's cool.
From D&D, but I don't know. I don't want to go with something from D&D. I could just say it's not from D&D and say it's a cool mythical creature and then sold.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So
Okay.
that's probably it. Or something very family related on my chest.
Cool. Okay, now this one might be hard. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know if you have a most hated game, but yeah, your most hated video game ever.
Oh fuck.
This is question 10. This is the last one, and then I'm gonna do some plugs.
Most hated game ever. Okay, well the game. There's a lot of. It would be XCOM.
Oh, why? That's like one of my favorite
I love it
games.
so much, and I fucking hate it at the same time.
Yeah, I can
That
see that.
one's like I hate it. I don't know if I can't say I hate the game.
It's
can't say
fun.
hate
It's just
though.
really fucking hard.
I just fucking hate it.
It's
I love it so much.
All right, those are pretty good.
We're at
I don't know.
1 hour and 24 minutes, so I have a
Okay,
topic
yeah,
if you guys want to go, or we can wrap it up now and
I
make that a
think we're
separate.
good.
Next time, maybe next time.
Save it for the next one. Save it for the next one.
It's only gonna be irrelevant this week, but we'll talk about it later. I'll make it a separate
Yeah,
video.
we can just plug it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, this is my time to plug. Thanks. Shout out to Mitch and Bo for coming on with me and Dill. We'll probably do one next week, maybe with the same squad, adding JoJo, so we can get some more stuff. Hopefully, there's some better.
We can
topics
even add John. Sorry to interrupt your plug, but
Oh yeah, we could add John too. We can see if he wants to join.
We're gonna
John's
see.
good because John likes to argue, so that might be a good one.
yeah.
Anyways,
Maybe
shout out.
Marcus would.
We're gonna go play Siege. So I think the next videos that we have coming up, we're gonna have JoJo's mini Taj. We're gonna have some type of video. I think like another Position 1 plays video, maybe with Siege, maybe For Honor,
Maybe both.
maybe with like us four. I'm trying to think what else we have.
I have a Final Fantasy video coming out soon. It might be dog shit. It might be good. Who knows? And then me and Bo are gonna read a fanfic. Probably sometime.
Right. So you guys are gonna. We have ideas for some IRL stuff as well coming up. We haven't done it like we
So
said.
we're gonna start our YouTube Blue series, boys. So
Right.
or sorry, not YouTube Blue. I meant Position 1 Blue.
You too. We also have some ideas for Positions Kitchens. It'll be at Bo's house, so that'll be some fun IRL stuff.
Also competitive.
Besides
shit,
that,
yeah.
shout out to Great Media. Their link will be in the description, alongside Bluevos and a new affiliate sponsorship, Jerky Pro, boys.
What's
So
that?
shout out to them.
What's Jerky Pro?
What's Jerky Pro? You
I don't
ask?
know. I don't know what Jerky Pro is.
Jerky Pro, you ask? I'll do a quick spin-off. Jerky Pro is a jerky company from Detroit, Michigan, and they're going to be sending us free jerky
Holy
every
shit.
month, 1 pound. So we'll be
just
doing a
get
review on that.
1 pound of jerky. All right.
Yeah, every
Holy
month.
fuck, that's actually quite a bit.
We'll put our thing down there so you can get some yourself. And
What is a standard bag of jerky?
We're gonna do a
Great
review,
Media,
obviously. for
Bluevos,
that.
Jerky Pro, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Shout out to Mitch for getting me the first ever Position 1 merchandise right here.
Yeah.
Nice Yeti Rattler, Position 1 logo on it, and that's about it for me. Go make sure you follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram actually has been growing pretty well so far. Follow us on Twitter if you haven't. Check out our Facebook, but most of our posts will be on Instagram, I think, going forward.
Yeah,
we got a lot
fuck
of
Facebook.
equipment ready to start IRL streaming, so we will be trying to jump into that. I think every Thursday we're gonna try to do something with that. Anyways, that's pretty much it from us. We'll be getting more videos out, so stay tuned.
All right. Peace out, boys.
All right,
Have a good
everyone
one.
say goodbye.
Peace out.
Editing that out.